Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance for this fine, gloomy Saturday. I was out walking the dog and it was just still. Everything was really quiet. I like that. I thought it was awesome. So, hope you have an awesome day wherever you are. I don't think we're going to be seeing much sunshine today, but that's okay. It will be what it will be. The loving what is, right? So I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, here with some words of wisdom for your day. And today we have, it kind of leaped off the shelf at me, The Oracle of E-Deck by Pam Grout and Colette Baron Reed. And I say this every time, but if you have not read Pam Grout's books, E Squared and E Cubed, definitely worth a gander. So our card for today is number 8, All In. And I love this because 8 is my favorite number, always has been. It's that infinity thing, I think. And all in. So let's check this out and see what it has to tell us. A couple of nice deep breaths in and out. Settling into right here, right now. Being fully present for this communique. See what connects for you, all right? All in. All systems are go. Whatever you do right now, do not hold back. This is the perfect time to give it everything you've got. For every inch you move toward your dream, the universe will move it 10 miles closer. I like that idea. We're co-creating. We're not doing this gig by ourselves. It's time to raise the stakes and play your hand. I'd jump in if I were you. So the universe is telling us, jump in. When you act on something, for many of us, there's this tendency to want to hold a little bit back, hold a little bit in reserve, just to kind of protect ourselves. One way that we seemingly do that is then by saying, well, I didn't give it my all, so therefore, that comes out of that belief that it's not okay to fail, that it's not okay to do a face plant, pick ourselves up, wipe the mud off, and take another run at it, or decide what is a better direction to head from there. When we come at it from the perspective that those face plants are an integral part of the process and we no longer work to avoid them, then we can be all in. Then we can be fully present, fully engaged in whatever it is, putting in all of our effort, all of our resources, all of our thoughts, feelings, choices, intentions, etc., because we're not hedging our bets because of that fear of failure. So think about that. If you didn't have to fear failure, if you viewed failing as just part of the process, Mary Kay Ash always taught us, fail forward to success. You do the face plant, you get back up, you learn some stuff, you tweak what you do it again, etc., etc., etc. And if you look at the people who are the most successful, the overnight successes, but if you follow their trajectory over time, you will see that repeatedly. The software companies that are successful do this very well. They pitch something out there, what most of us would consider to be too early, with too many bugs, and then those of us who buy it right off the bat are the ones who help them beta test it. So we're paying to be their beta testers instead of them paying us. Welcome to whomever has popped in. So the gist is, learn something from what's not quite right. Good morning, Jean. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Our card for today, for those of you who've just popped on, is all in. All in. And what I'm saying about that is it's our fear of failure, that unwieldy fear of failure that gets in our way. Good morning, Cheryl. Glad you're here. Because again, we hedge our bets when we have a fear of failure. When we're pretty much okay with, well, I tried that didn't work, now I'm going to tweak it this way and I'm going to try it again, then we can move forward. I think if you look at people, the person who's popping into my head is Colonel Sanders. The number of restaurants he tried to pitch his chicken recipe to is insane. I can't even remember what it is, thousands, I think. But the point is, he didn't take it personally when someone said no. Even if they slammed the door in his face, it was like, okay, I got to tweak my approach a little bit here. Try again, tweak my approach, try again, until he hit the one person who said, yeah, we'll give it a try. It was highly successful, obviously, and that person ended up being the first franchisee. So sometimes that willingness to just keep going. Good morning, Carolyn. Even when you've made a mistake. Edison was another one who said, I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb. When we have that philosophy, when we have the idea that it's okay to fail, it's okay to have it not work, however many times it takes to get it to the point where it does work, we then are opening ourselves up to be highly successful. So I'm going to read this again. All in. All systems are go. Whatever you do right now, do not hold back. This is the perfect time to give it everything you've got. For every inch you move toward your dream, the universe will move it 10 miles closer. Again, I love that line. Co-create with the universe. You take your step, the universe will take its many steps. All right? It's time to raise the stakes and play your hand. I'd jump on in if I were you. And again, how many of you, your first thought is, yeah, but what if it doesn't work? Okay, first of all, what if it does? And second of all, if it doesn't, what will you choose to learn from that? And then what will you do differently the next time you make a run at it? And don't wait forever to make the next run. Tweak what needs to be tweaked and take another run at it, okay? So let's practice failing today. Let's just do that. Let's go out and let's make some mistakes. Let's push on a door that we're supposed to pull on. Let's put our shoes on the wrong feet. Let's do some things that show us it is not a catastrophe when we do something wrong. Not a big hairy deal, all right? Not a big hairy deal at all. I belonged to this group way back in the 70s, and it was designed to help with anxiety and depression. And one of the things the leader had us do at one point was tie a shoe to our head and go out in downtown Appleton and do whatever, shop, basically, to show us it doesn't really matter. None of this stuff really matters. It's when our ego gets in the way and our little wounded ego is playing not to lose instead of playing to win. So we then came back to the meeting and laughed about how it went. It was not a big, hairy deal. A lot of people didn't even notice. A lot of people did and kind of went about their business. Some people pointed it out and wanted to know what the heck we were doing. But it was a very enlightening exercise to understand that don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. It's not a big hairy deal. I got tired yesterday because we had started with one project. My sister was up here from Sun Prairie, and we ended up doing another project. The first project was making space for a window person to come and replace the upstairs windows here. And then once we were on a roll with looking at some of Mom's stuff and decided, well, we could put this in the next rummage sale. We could put this in the next rummage sale. Pretty soon we had hauled so much stuff down that the living room was pretty full. So then we're like, okay, now we got to price it. Now we got to take it over there. But in the process of doing that, got pretty tired and then had a bunch of emails to deal with. Because again, I'm just getting back from vacation and you know how the emails go when you're gone. So there were two of them that I got really frustrated with. And I'm going to tell you one of them because it's just dumb. It is my Chewy order for TJ's Rimadyl. So his paws and stuff, joint pain, etc. And it's on an auto ship. And apparently what happened was I missed the one prescription when I was changing them over to the new veterinarian here in Appleton. And so they rejected it and they put it on hold, and they had put it on hold on the 13th. Well, and I didn't see it until yesterday, which was the 19th, and we're running a little short, and I just was like, ugh. So I left it, slept, got back up, looked at it, and went, all I have to do is send them the new vet information. It'll be fine. But at that point, when I was already tired, it looked insurmountable. So buying time is a good approach. The card is talking about jump in, make stuff happen. Do be rested. You know, if you're feeling like jump in, I'm pooped. Take a nap, then jump in. So that is our card for today. All in, all in. And again, I'd like you to go out and practice some mistakes. I'd like you to fail masterfully today. And I want you to see it does not matter. It is not a big hairy deal. You learn some things, you do some things differently. So if you've been putting something off because you're afraid you're going to fail at it, today's the day I want you to do it. And then I want you to send me a message. Post it in here would be lovely, because then everybody can learn from everybody else's mistakes. But if that feels uncomfortable to you and you want to send it to me private message, feel free. Feel free. So go forth and fail. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including going all in. Bye-bye.